Good morning, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I am President and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. It is really nice to see every single one of you today. Kidding, I can't see anybody, but I just assume you're all out there watching and wanting to hear about our association with the big game coming up. All right, everybody knows the big game's coming up, kind of the highlight of the winter season for everybody. Depending on which teams are playing, I'm more excited or less excited. I've had my favorites over the last few decades. But every game, every team, every sport has an MVP. Everybody, gets excited when they name the MVP. And MVPs can have different specialties. They mean different things to different people. Certainly the way to, might be the quarterback, might be the receiver. It could be the catcher or the pitcher if you're thinking summer season. So everybody's got their idea of what constitutes the MVP, who should win, who did win, did they really have that aha magic moment? All right. So in the inventing realm and how we associate that with inventors is that, again, you can look at that MVP from multiple aspects. On the inventor side, if you've had a really brilliant aha moment, we see you as an MVP. All right. On your team, AOS is your MVP. All right. Because we've got your back. All right. If you're throwing the ball, we're going to catch the ball. All right. If you need somebody to block a tackle for you, we're going to be there to block it. If you need the protection from, the bad guys, we're going to be the ones to protect you. So when you're looking at your MVP, all right, and how AOS associates with that, as your mentor when you're chosen, and this is one of the things that we were talking about this morning in our conference call, is that when we're looking at that mentoring, inventors who are coming to AOS at any time in the process, it can be different times in the process, all right? Absolutely. For some inventors, it'll be, I have an idea, what should I do first? And for others, they've already filed their patent and it's like, what should I do now? I cannot get this manufactured myself. And for, we were talking to a patent attorney this morning and she was telling us that she's got an inventor out there that had a really good idea. They'd gotten the patent done for them and he just doesn't have the money to take the next steps. And that's where she's hoping that AOS will come in. Well, we work with registered patent attorneys all the time and design engineers. Somebody's ready to get some design work done. And when they get the invoice and they say, oh my God, I can't pay this. Well, what do you do? Now, we would rather get you before you've got the invoice so we can help manage those costs. But nonetheless, all right, as your MVP, all right, AOS is there to help manage the process, all right, and kind of get you out of trouble, have your back, catch the pass you're throwing, however you plan on looking at it. All right, AOS and the team are there to help you. So what do we look for first? What are you tossing to us first? Well, for a lot of inventors, it's the idea. You're tossing out to us for evaluation and vetting the idea. And we want to make sure that our message is very clear. So your feedback would be really valuable to me. Again, you're my MVPs. So what I need from you is, do you really understand the process that we're talking about? I would love to know. I get a lot of questions from LinkedIn and Facebook on a regular basis, asking some really important questions. And a lot of times that leads to then another video that I can do to clarify something. But we want to make sure that our message to you is succinct. All right. And that if you've got everybody's going to have some questions, but if you've got something that is really relevant to the entire message we're giving out, that we include it. So one of the things that we're looking at is, what do we need from you? I get inventors all the time asking me, do I still qualify because I've already filed my patent? Yes, absolutely. Even if your patent has issued, but is still relatively new, we're looking at, if you've gone through the process and you still have 15 years of life on that intellectual property, yes, it may be something that we can work with. We always talk about the fact that we look most collectively at consumer gadgets, the big box store type of products, but it doesn't have to be limited to just that. We can take an initial look and do an evaluation on almost any product. Sometimes the products aren't necessarily something that we look for AOS, but what are your other options? And we help guide you through those. So as your MVP to you, your most valuable player to helping you through the process, we're going to guide you through those steps. And like I said, we also want to make sure that our message to you is clear. So as the inventor, when you come to us, we're going to tee you up by doing some evaluations, telling you what we need, what's clear to us. We may do a conference call with you to have you explain to us your vision for your aha moment. We can't, there's no crystal ball. I cannot read your mind. So we need to be able to have conference calls, explain things, have you explain things. We need to be able to ask questions. That's how, as team players, we all win on this. You know, it's generally not the losing team that gets the MVP award. It's the winning team. We want to all be on the winning team with this. So that's one of the things that we look for is, where are you in the process? What industry are you in? And then how can we work with you? So in our message to you, you can go through the vetting process at any stage. All right, whether you have just getting started, you haven't done any intellectual property yet, we can help manage that. All right, whether you have already filed and now you need help with the next one, if your patent is issued, if you've already got prototypes now and you need the next step in manufacturing, any stage, we can help you. All right, are you married to us forever? Are you part of the family forever? Well, if you're born into a family, then I guess, yes, technically you are part of the family forever, but we do want you to grow up and move out. So does that mean that, you know, what we're looking for from you as far as that percentage that you assign to AOS through the being able to receive the funds, are we taking that piece forever? No, we're not. We want you to grow up and move out and stand on your own 2 feet. So every inventor will get their own contract. All right. That's when you can start asking the specific questions that are just for you. And again, it depends on where you are in the process. All right. It depends on what industry you're in. You know, what we're looking for as far as outreach. Is it something that's disposable? Is it something that's just a niche market? Is it maybe not a consumer gadget? We take a look at all of those things. And then we get back to you and answer more questions and ask more questions. You know, this is something that is new for everyone, the inventors and the investors. So we want to make sure that we are out there answering your questions, that we are accessible to you. One of the things that happens is that if you're chosen to be a recipient of the funds, somebody on our team will reach out to you every other week and tell you where we are in the process, what we've accomplished, what's going on. All right, we want you to be able to access us at any time. We want to make sure that we're reaching out and in touch with you at any time, so that you don't feel like you're out there all alone, but somebody's supposed to be doing something. There's too many bad stories of all that going on out there with different companies. That is not AOS. We are your funding mechanism and your mentor. And that means we are in touch with you on a regular basis. As our MVP, it's you, the inventor. As your MVP, we are the mentor. It's called a team. And when the team works together, everybody wins. All right. I think that saying that I heard was, a team that works together makes the dream come true. The dream team. That's us. That's you. That's us together. I will talk to you on Monday.